Seth, you guys came out hot in that second half. What was kind of the motto coming out of the break?
Won the punch first, simple as that. I feel like we ended the second half in a good way. They punched first to start the game off, so we wanted just to get that first punch out the way and just give a good boost to our team in the second half.
Round 3 tomorrow, Duke, Carolina. What's your assessment?
Another game. This game means everything for us. We get a chance to recover from a sweep this past regular season, so this game, it means everything for us. Our prep tomorrow during our pregame warm-up, the game, everything will be very intentional, and we'll be locked on everything because we really want this game.
You speak to the physicality of this game. It seemed really physical.
Yeah, the rest was letting us play. I think, like I said earlier, everybody kind of felt the situation at hand. It was an elimination game. I think everybody understood that, so they allowed us to be a little bit more physical and play through it all. So I think both ways, a lot of things were missed, a lot of things weren't called. It is what it is. But I'm just really proud of our team. We were able to persevere through a lot of adversity, and we just overcame some struggles and got the win. Ven, he's been extremely incredible. His 2 dunks at the end of the game really put us over the hump, kind of say goodnight to Wake Forest. So, Ven, just his performance in the last little quarter of the regular season and this ACC tournament so far has been incredible.
We have to find our way through this relative the adversity with the controversial calls at times, or whether that be, us turning the ball over or not getting rebounds, like we have to fight through.
Well, there's round 3 between you guys and Duke again. How are you? How do y'all feel about that?
Like I said, the past game, or after the past game, like we kept receipts. Like we took this personal. Like they should have talked their junk. And, we talked ours today.
Is this the most efficient as a day today? How do you plan to bounce back tomorrow?
Stay confident, keep letting them fly, and think about the next game, not let the last one affect you.
Yeah, but I would argue that your last 3-point shot was one of the most important shots tonight. You really got Carolina going down the stretch. Talk about that a little bit.
I definitely think that that gave us a slight boost that we needed to finish out the game.
How physical was this?
It wasn't the most physical game that we played this year, but it was definitely one of.
How much did the fact, I don't want you to criticize officiating for you guys, but it was like both ways. They let a lot of stuff go.
Yeah, for sure.
And it seemed like it sort of fed into the game later.
Mm-hmm. For sure, I definitely think that either the no calls, them letting us play, or the tough ones, like the tic-tac ones, it was kind of tough to really, get a feel for how physical we could be and how physical we couldn't be, because just how the calls were going.
So yesterday you guys kind of shoot your way to a win. You went 9 minutes today without a field goal, and we're still ahead.
Yeah.
And ended up winning. What does that say about you guys?
It says that we can dig deep on the defensive end and hold down the lead that we have.
Wake Forest took you guys down in the regular season. How much has this team grown since that regular season matchup?
Extreme amount. I think that again, through the adversity of the stretch of losses that we've had, or the tough losses to high caliber teams, I think that each of those losses and those hardships and adversity that we've hit, we've grown closer together and gotten better as a team. We've held each other to a higher standard after each of those losses.
Do you speak to good?
Talked a lot about the receipts with Wake. Do you have them with Duke as well, or was the Wake kind of a specific single game?
For sure, I definitely think that any of the North Carolina teams, we kind of take personal, just really being who's going to run North Carolina type of game.
Some of you guys talked Saturday after that game that you've grown since the first Duke game. How do you think you guys are now, 5 days later going into a game, 6 days later going into a game at the beginning?
I think that we're in a pretty good mindset. I think based off of the score difference from the first to the second game, it's progress. So I think that the third time that we see him, it should be a lot closer.
Are you aware that Cooper's out? So is Mike Brown?
Yeah, we got worried about it.
What was the challenge? You mentioned obviously the out, but I guess as the missed shots for both teams starting to pile up, what was the challenge of kind of staying in it, and obviously you guys were getting some free throws. What was the challenge of navigating that stretch?
I would say the challenge was not really worrying about the officiating or them knocking down shots. Just really honing in the us, like the 5 players on the court and the 10 on the bench. And the coaching staff. I think that's honing into that, kind of helped us, reel ourselves back in and stay composed.
You mentioned obviously, wanting to win after the last one. What about the last game against Wake? specifically did you not like, if that makes sense? Like, what was the aspect of the last time you played them that bothered you?
It's a lot of heckling, I'll say that. Not only from their team, but from their student section, you know, their fans, et cetera. It was a lot of heckling throughout the entire game.
At this point in the year, how would you describe the difference in intensity knowing that any game could be your
The intensity level is extremely high. That's what I can say. I would say going into each game, we understand like it's win or go home, regardless of where we're at within the season. It's playing it as if, you know, this could be our last one.
Did you talk about this being like an elimination game?
For sure. Throughout each of the timeouts, you know, we brought that up. Like, you know, like before the game even started, we were saying like, you know, at the end of the day, regardless of how this game goes or what they do or how the refs call or how, you know, we end up playing offensively, this is the last game. Like, so let's play it as if it could possibly be the last game.
Was that the coaches or the players?
What's on?
Was that the coaches saying
Players.
that? Players.
Yeah.
Jae'Lyn, when it's as choppy as it is and you got like 11 straight minutes with only free throws, I mean, how do you go about dictating a game like that and making it physical without fouling and when it's touch fouls like that?
I would say we really honed into the defensive end. I mean, the biggest thing for us right now is defending without fouling. I think that whenever we hold teams to tough middies and tough floaters, you know, I think that kind of goes in our favor just with us being able to, you know, rebound and run. So I think if we get stops, you know, we don't foul, we can test. If they hit a tough one, I mean, we can live with it, but they got to run back in transition.
You guys showed today coming out on top of such a physical game with so much on the line.
Just toughness and just playing smart. You know, we know that, you know, a lot of calls weren't going our way. You know, it's kind of a little unfair. You know, we just kind of know it's going to be like that. So we just show some toughness and know that we're going to play through it. You know, stay together and just play smart. You know, don't let anything on the outside noise affect us and really stay present.
So many guys for you guys scored today. How good was it to get that true team win?
It was great. You know, everybody contributed. It's just, you know, an offensive end. You know, it's the way that we move the ball, we share the ball, and we got good looks. You know, we capitalized on that. So it was really great for a team win today.
How were they getting you the ball there the last few minutes when you scored those big buckets? I know the alley-oop, but how were you getting the ball?
I was really trying to serve myself, you know, really just, you know, trying to find open areas where the guard can see me and just to pass the ball, you know, for me to find open opportunities to score at the rim. And, you know, just the way the guards, you know, the way they can, you know, create, you know, plays like that for me and the other guys on the floor.
How much is your comfort within yourself and within the team just increase, you know, as of late compared to maybe the beginning of the year?
Oh, very. We know our role. You know, we know how we play. We trust in each other, and, you know, making the right plays and just know who we are. You know, so just our comfortability for, you know, each other and just know that the confidence that we have with each other is just really improved, you know, over time. We just know that we can play against anybody.
I think there was a 10-minute stretch in the second half where you guys didn't make it.
man.
I mean, does that kind of show the growth of this team? That feels like a game you would have lost at the beginning of the year when you had that kind of success, I guess.
I was able to get those 2 putback dunks, so that was good.
There's still some uncertainty with this team, maybe from the outside, about if it's a tournament team or not. I know you have more to play for.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this is a tournament team?
I mean, 100%. I think we've shown that these past couple of weeks. Obviously, you know, opinions are opinions and whatnot, but one thing I feel like with this team, we showed our resiliency, we showed our perseverance, and the way we battled through adversity and overcoming it. I mean, that's what March is about, and that's what tournament teams are. So I think we're more than capable of being one.
Not too long ago, you guys would have gone 9 minutes without a field goal, probably wouldn't have won.
Yeah.
But you did it today. Why?
I mean, it's March. At the same time, our maturity, our level of experience has improved, and just the little details have enabled us to go on these runs. And obviously, like early on in the year, we wouldn't have made that type of run that we did in the second half like we did today. So we did our mentality every time it was a media timeout was, you know, stop, score, stop, get stops, and we get on the offense and execute well. So and I think we did that today.
Also, a slow start. You guys haven't started slowly in a while. Maybe Clemson was the last one, but you overcame it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was an ugly game. I just think just the level of physicality, you know, refs letting guys play. So it was a lot of just up and down and a low scoring first half. But we finished out strong, so that was good.
Do you think if Hubert was ever going to cuss, it would have been today?
Probably, yeah.
It looked like one time.
Yeah, I think we got a tech too. So that just shows
got that.
That was Coach Fred?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it just shows like the level of intensity and just like wanting to win from everybody. I think sometimes when things don't go your way, a lot of just, you just missed calls or just missed opportunities for us to capitalize off of, tensions flare. But
RJ, do you think that late technical against Coach Fred, not Hubert, as he told me, do you think that really sort of catalyzed that late run for you guys, sort of fired you up a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes techs are good. And I think we were able to. I think that tech was good for us because obviously we were frustrated throughout the whole game, and then we kind of just used that as a way to for motivation. Like, all right, things are not going our way. We feel like people are against us and whatnot. Let's use this as a way to get on the run and just stack each possession by possession and get stops, and then being able to on the offense end to get scores. So shout out to Coach Fred for getting the tech then.
How's your ankle feeling?
It's good. I'll be good tomorrow.
Was there a lot of talk about this being an elimination game down the stretch during timeouts and just talking to them and the youth players?
An elimination game?
Talking about it being like an elimination game.
I mean, not for us. It was just like, just go out there and hoop and not really having the back of mind like this is the elimination game. More about just staying composed through it all and going out there and play our basketball. Like this was a game that we wanted back. We lost them early on in the year, so that was really our main mindset. Is more about just like redemption game.
You got one more game with Duke here, RJ. Your last season, one more shot at them, potentially tournament spot on the line, erase all doubt. I mean, what are your thoughts going into a game like that?
I mean, excited. I mean, what's not to like have another opportunity against a really good Duke team? It's just another shot to just prove everyone wrong. Obviously, we lost them twice, but I think we have shown them just our improvement throughout the year. So third time's the charm.
RJ, the way that Wake Forest was guarding you, obviously was a lot of trying to ice screens, a lot of face guarding, things like that. You still were able to get your looks off. But what was the experience for you of kind of navigating the defense through play?
Yeah, I mean it's hard. It's difficult, but I think one thing about me that I've gotten better at throughout my career and just throughout this whole year is being patient. Like, don't try to force anything that's not there. Don't try to take any wild shots that's not there. Just let the game come to me, because obviously they were playing me a lot different. They were up on the ball screens, double teaming half the time, blitzing. So it was really about being patient and just understanding the flow of the game. And I think that just speaks to my maturity level and just playing a lot of basketball games and experience. So and that's when I was allowed to kind of just get the open looks and still get my mind at the end of the day.
You playing with more of a sense of urgency right now, and if you are, do you feel like it's kind of carrying over to your teammates?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think just for me, experiencing things I've experienced and, playing in college basketball for a long time, like, I know what March is about. I know what it takes to get there in the tournament, and this is the time where our foot needs to be on the gas and not take any breaks and use all momentum for us. So, and I think that just carries on over to the team, and we're having fun with it. We're competing, so that's all you can ask for.
It was a tough start shooting-wise for Ven from the floor. Normally a guy who shoots it pretty well, but he makes some huge plays at the end, blocking Hunter's layup, a couple of dunks. What can you say about his performance against pretty good defense?
I mean, I'm just. Ven, he was the reason why we won today. I mean, just like you said, his block against Dallas, and then Elliott threw a tremendous pass to him to go out there and get a top, and a putback done from Jae'Lyn's miss. So I mean, that just spread out and expanded the lead for us a little bit, and Ven was a huge reason why for that.
How will tomorrow night's game be different without Flag?
I mean, obviously Cooper's a big key for them. He's a big factor for them, but at the same time, like, they're still a good Duke team, and whether he plays or whether he's not, we still have to have our preparation ready and just understand that they're still a good team with or without them. So we just got to come ready to play at the end of the day.
What was the battle like?
What positives did you guys learn last Saturday that you can carry into tomorrow? Because you were more competitive with them than the first game.
When we pressure them, the pressure bothers them, and just our ability to make shots and our spacing was a lot better. That's what allowed us to make a run, extend the lead, and staying within the game. So those are the positives that came out from that game.
What was the battle like with Hunter out there for Wake?
I mean, it was good. I mean, that's just the game of basketball. When you have the ability to go against another great caliber of a player, and just it's a lot of back and forth scoring, and the fact that me and him guard each other, I think that speaks to just our competitive spirit and edge. So I mean, I loved it.
How painful was that with the ankle? And how are you feeling now?
I mean, it was a little bit painful because it's the same ankle that I've been battling with all year. So, but I'll be good. I'm a tough kid.
RJ, what goes through your mind when you look behind you and see Duke and Carolina matched up there in the semis bracket?
Yeah, it kind of feels like another Final Four game, but just in the ACC tournament. So I'm just super excited to play them again and get another crack at them.
What's this building going to be like? Just having 19,000 Duke and Carolina fans packed in here.
It's going to feel like another game, whether we're at the Cameron Stadium or whether at Dean Smith. So we're right there in Charlotte, so you're gonna have both Duke and UNC fans, split up. So it's gonna be packed. I'm looking for a lot of energy.
You said you have receipts